guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to part 3 of this 3-story modern home. Before this video, we have built the house, done the landscaping, all of the outside, backyard, all that good stuff. In the second part, we did the entry level, or you could technically call it the second floor, depending on how you look at the house. But we've done the entry level, which includes the kitchen, living room, master bedroom, kind of baby ensuite, and master bath. And then now we are in the basement, which I consider to be the first level because it's like the bottom level of the house. Because it's not really a basement because it's not like fully encased in ground. So to me, it's not a basement because technically, like I don't have an outside door for it. But technically, if I did have a door, you could get in and out because it's not buried in the ground. So technically, I consider this the first floor, and then the entry level, the second floor, and then the third floor is the top floor. But technically, the second floor from when you enter the house from the entryway. So really, however you want to look at it probably works. But so right now, we're just in the, what you would call the the bottom level, whatever story you want to call it, the bottom level. And we're just going ahead and doing the bathroom. This little area is kind of what I would consider to be like the butler's ensuite, or maybe if you had like grandma coming over or like just somebody visiting, this could be a really good guest bedroom. It's not really a basement, so I don't think you're like putting them in the basement. It's more of just like a nice little cozy room in the downstairs area. So right now we're just trying to figure out what kind of colors we wanted to go with. And at first I was doing kind of like an all like kind of clean, like light wood color, because I thought, like that goes with anybody's personality. It's hard not to like something that's pretty plain, But then I was like going halfway through it, and I decided to darken up the wood a little bit and change it up. It's still when it's done, it still looks like a guest bedroom. Like if anybody went in there, they wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, it's too red, or oh my gosh, it's too yellow. It has like an absence of like any type of color that could possibly upset somebody if they were having to stay at this place. But yeah, so I like how it ended up turning out. And then you can kind of see that little hallway right there. We're going to turn into just kind of like a reading nook, because I was trying to figure out if I wanted to turn that into a laundry room area or if I wanted to just keep it as like just kind of a reading nook kind of area. And then I decided that I didn't want laundry in this house. Probably a bad decision. I probably should have put a laundry room. But not everybody has the laundry pack, and I wanted this to be a house that, even though I used a ton of packs to build this house, I wanted it to be a house that a lot of players could use. And I know that when people buy like expansion packs and stuff, they usually spend their money and save up for the expansion packs versus the stuff packs, or at least from my experience, that's what I used to do as a kid. I'm very blessed to have, I think I have all of the expansion packs and then all but one of the game packs, because I don't have Granite Falls. I don't have the Granite Falls vacation place or whatever. I never really thought that was like a super interesting pack. Like, yeah, you got to go on vacation and stuff. And so why am I blanking right now? When El Salvador, oh my gosh, why is the pack called? Why am I blanking right now so badly? Anyways, when El Salvador's, you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's late. It's not that late. It's like 10 o'clock. But to me, that's late because I'm a teacher and I go to bed early. And so now I can't think of words. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. So I have that one, but I don't have the Granite Falls one. So I think that's just called outdoor living, maybe? Something like that. I don't really know. It's okay. And then I have like a majority of the stuff packs, or at least the essential stuff packs. I don't have like the little ones like my pet stuff, or whatever that pack was that came out right after Sims 4 Pets came out, because I thought that was kind of useless. And then I don't think I have like Romantic Garden. I don't have the fitness one. And I think I don't have one more, but I think I have at least like 6 of the stuff packs. And then I have all of the game packs except for the Granite Falls one, and then all of the expansion packs. So I have been very blessed as an adult who makes her own money to be able to buy all these games and enjoy all these extra things in my game. But I do know, especially because Sims is a game that a lot of younger people also connect with, that not everybody can afford those things, and a lot of people just play with the base game. So this house is by no means a base game house, but a lot of the stuff, like if you did like input it into your game, like it would probably most likely just replace pretty basic things, or it would be pretty easily to replace the things that you needed to, because I didn't do anything like super duper crazy. in this house. Although I will say I am very proud of this house. It took a really long time. I think I said in the last video it was a total of like 3.5, 4 hours or something like that. It took a long time. But it is a house it's probably one of my favorite modern houses. But yeah. And then right now we're still in the downstairs first floor, whatever floor you want to call it, part of the house. And right now we're just kind of making a movie room. I felt like if you have a 3-story modern huge house like this, you would probably have a giant little movie room in your basement / first floor room thing. It's not a basement. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it a basement. But yeah. So I definitely thought that they'd have something like that. So right now we're just kind of making a little cozy movie room for like kids to come down and hang out, or just like to have family time and stuff. So that's what we're doing there. But yeah, so when I place this house on the gallery, it will have a lot of packs because I didn't do any kind of like pack restrictions or stuff. And that is something I want to do for a few, in the next few builds and stuff. I do want to do like maybe just a base game build, or restricting myself to only using like major packs that I know a lot of people have had. Like, for example, Sims 4 Pets, a lot of people got Sims 4 Seasons, like the bigger packs that people like obviously really love, will probably be the ones that I restrict myself to in the next few builds. And then of course occasionally like I'm gonna want to build a house that I can use all the packs in, just because if you have it, why not use it? And it's okay if you like when you download it, if there's a few items missing, like they're super easy to replace with whatever you have in your game, which is a lot of fun. It used to be really hard when I would build houses when I had all my custom content, because whenever you put it on the gallery, it's really hard for people to want to download the house, because it's like a ton of custom content. And unless you have it, then the house just like pops up empty, even though it says it costs a whole lot of money. So yeah, so I used to not, when I was going through like my custom content phase, which I still am in that phase, I still miss my custom content so much. And if my game could have custom content while I'm also using my Elgato recording, like I totally would. Because I just absolutely, I mean, like I love how it looks in the game. I love how creative you can get with Sims, because Sims is already a creative game, but when you add in all those amazing creations that like custom content builders make, not only with like furniture and things like that, but like also like both Max Match and Alpha CC hair and just like clothing and everything, like you can just literally take your game to a whole nother level. And then just like script mods and all, I mean, you can literally do almost pretty much anything with this game. Like they have something for everything. You just have to know where to look for it online. And so I really love that about the Sims game and how easily adaptable it is. But the problem is my computer I just have now, like it was okay to have all that CC if I wasn't trying to use a very high powering recording software, but because I want to make decent videos, it does obviously take more power, which makes it harder to run a game when you have a whole bunch of custom content files and so. But yeah, I will probably be getting a newer computer here in the next, I don't know, like 3 months or so. My husband's listening. He's probably thinking in his head that, no, you will not be. But he actually just got a brand new computer. He likes to play League of Legends and things like that. He, for a long time, was a laptop gamer, but he's kind of decided that he wants to go with the desktop route, and so he just bought a cyber power something with a what is it? I don't know all the specs and everything, but anyways, it's a really nice computer. It like lights up and does all this fancy stuff, and super fancy, way better the computer than what I have right now. But yeah, so he got that so he could do a lot more PC gaming, because his poor League of Legends games was only, I think it was only getting him like 30 frames per second or something. It was pretty bad. But yeah, so now his game is a lot better and he has a lot of fun and he spends a lot of time on it. But yeah. So in the next few months, I'll probably be looking to upgrade my computer. Also, I have had this one for, I want to say 2.5 years now. It's been about 2.5 years now. And it wasn't that great of a computer when I bought it anyways. I didn't have a whole lot of money, but I did need a new computer when I bought it. And it worked fine. And it still works fine if I'm just running like the base game and stuff. Like it works okay. But for what I want to do with Sims and recording and all that, it would be a lot nicer to have a more high-powered computer. So that will potentially be coming. Who knows? Okay, but now we are on the top level of the house. So you can either call it the second level or you can call it the third level. And we are doing a teenage girl's room. So when we came upstairs, there was two kind of mirrored rooms This one we're in right now is going to be a teenage girl room, and then the one on the other side will be a teenage boy room. And then there is what I thought of as a child's boy room, and then a child's girl room, and then there is an office also that I figured the family that lives here, like the father was a very business-like man, and so he needed his own kind of like office, and so that's what that will be. But yeah, so right now I envision the girl to be very like into like pop music, and like she's like the if you can think of like the most generic teenage girl that you can possibly ever think of, this is her. She's got the posters on the wall from all the magazines. She's super into pop music and all fashion, and very colorful and bright and happy, and just kind of like has all those kinds of things and whatnot. And so I'm just putting like tons of posters and stuff on her wall, because that's what I imagine that she would be really into. And I just kind of went with a purple and a light pink kind of phase. I have noticed over the past 2 weeks, I feel like I can't talk anymore. Like I can talk, obviously, but like I've been like stuttering over my words, and I don't know if I'm just like speaking faster than I normally speak. And if you haven't noticed yet, I do speak fast. I actually try to slow down for these videos so that people can understand me. But there's not one day that I don't go through my day where someone says to me, "Are you speaking English?" or "Can you slow down? I don't know what you said." Which is super ironic because I'm a teacher. And yeah, but it always works out anyways. Because I work with 6-year-olds, and they talk fast also because they have so many thoughts running through their head. And so because they talk fast, they understand me when I talk fast. Now, I could probably never teach like college students or like high schoolers because they would have absolutely no idea what I was saying. But it works for my little 6 and 7-year-olds. But yeah, but if you don't know, I teach 1st grade. And I love it, and it's awesome. And I'm super excited because, so this is my 1st year, but I'm super excited because we have summer break coming up in like 7 days. And that's super exciting. Oh, Evie, that's my dog in the background. She's like, how can I say this nicely? She likes food a lot. And even though she's already had her dinner, she likes to lick the water bowl, and then she'll lick her food bowl to try to get off the remaining like things from her food. It's really weird. I don't know why she does it, but she does it, and it's loud because her bowls are metal, and so they'll clang against like their metal holder. But yeah, but don't worry, we're feeding our dog plenty. Like she's not chubby or anything, but she's a little chubby, but she just really loves food. And it's funny because she just walked over to her food bowl after I literally just gave her a bone to eat. So that's how you know she really likes food. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, yeah. So now we're in the boys' room, and I kind of envisioned him. So we finished the girls, and we kind of envisioned her as being Poppy and just like that generic girl. And now we're kind of doing the boy, and I kind of thought that he would be super into like science and space, and maybe he would be a scientist one day. And so I'm kind of just putting kind of like spacey computer like technical things in his room and whatnot. And we're going with a blue theme. But yeah. But anyways, like I was saying before, though, I'm really excited because not only like do you have like summers off when you're in school and college and everything, that's awesome, but as a teacher for the rest of my life, I still get summers off, which is absolutely amazing to me. And so we only have like, I think it's like we have a 4-day week and a 3-day week. So we only have like 7 more days of school, and then I get a summer break where I still get paid, and it's absolutely amazing. Which is where like obviously like the teacher pay gap comes in because we don't work for like 2 months out of the year. But I think teachers actually get paid pretty well for the amount of actual school days that they have to work. If we did work those extra 2 months, and if you like worked out the math for how much we get paid a day with the amount of 2 months that we missed out on, like I think it comes out to like our normal pay would be somewhere in the upper 70,000s, lower 80,000s or something like that, depending on what school district you're in, obviously. So actually for the amount of days we work, it is actually very fair what our pay rate is. So not too much reason for me to complain. But I do work in a nicer district that I do have a nicer, we do have a nicer pay scale for teachers. Obviously that's not the same for everywhere, especially like, Oklahoma and places like that where, teachers aren't paid as nicely as they should be. So I am very blessed to work in a really nice district. But yeah, so now we are moving on to, this is the little girl's room. And by little girl, I kind of just imagined her to be like, maybe like 10 and maybe a little bit less than that, maybe like 7 or 8, because I do give her like a dollhouse. And I think I like finished playing with dolls and like toys like that when I was around probably like 8 or 9. I was always a tomboy, so I actually didn't get into playing with like dolls and things like that until I was like probably 8, and then it maybe lasted for like a year, maybe 2, and I was done with it before I even reached middle school or 5th grade or whatever. So I was pretty much and then I was pretty much a tomboy all the way through middle school, and then played volleyball all the way through high school. And so I've always kind of been a tomboy, but at the same time, I like to look nice now, but that's as I'm an older woman now. And by older woman, I mean I'm literally only 22, about to be 23, so I'm not really old. But I do feel like I'm old, and that's what counts, is how you feel. But yeah, so we're just finishing up her room. I love for little girls and stuff for them to have like these like pretty blues and stuff, because I mean, like, people think those like generic stereotypes of like boys blue, girls pink and whatnot, but I think this version of blue is actually pretty girly, just because it's such a light, like, pale blue. And I end up really liking how this room turns out. I just think it's kind of cozy. I didn't make the 2 kids' rooms very big, especially compared to the teenage rooms. But I always feel like teenage bedrooms have to be bigger because you are obviously taller and bigger. But like you need a bigger bed. Like, you need at least a full-size bed, or sometimes teenagers sleep in twins, and that's fine too. But for like my teen Sims, I usually give them a full-size bed because they're bigger Sims now and whatnot, and you just need a little bit more room to move around, because teenagers do spend a lot of time in their rooms versus being out with the family like children do. But yeah, so I kind of just gave her like a little art table. Maybe she'd be into art and kind of doodles and I don't know, just things like that. And so I think it turned out really well. And then now, I was originally going to do that blue room as a boy room, but then I thought it reminded me more of a girl room. And so I ended up changing this one from a pink room to a green room, and ended up making it into a boys room. Water break real quick. But yeah, I think it does end up looking really good though. And then I realized, because I moved my like sim self is in here, so I can take like screenshots and stuff. And I realized that like she only had the money that she like moved in with, and I was like, well, that's not gonna work. That's not enough money. And so I had to give myself more money in order to finish the build. But real quick, drink break. You don't realize how thirsty you are until you're like talking like a lot for at least like, because I guess now I've been talking for like 17 minutes or so, but you don't realize how much talking takes out of you until you're like 17 minutes into a video and you're absolutely thirsty, so you need something to drink. But yeah, I think I am going to try kind of like face cam again pretty soon. I think I mentioned in my last video, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, that I attempted face cam for my 5th part of my Let's Play, and I was super upset because it ended up corrupting the file, and because it ended up corrupting the file, I like lost all that footage, but my game was already saved, so everything that I had played and everything was saved up to that point. So it's not like I could exit out and then like replay and re-record without the webcam. And so that was like really upsetting, and I've been really frustrated about that, and that's why there hasn't been a Life as a Runaway Part 5 up yet, because I'm trying to kind of figure out how I want to spin the fact that we have literally now missed a giant chunk of our story process, because a lot of stuff happened there, and I don't know if I want to make it where I just kind of update y'all on what happened, or if I still don't know. I gotta think it through a little bit more. But I will be recording. It's Saturday today, but I will be recording a lot of videos this weekend that I can get up. I want to get it to where like I'm posting videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What I usually do, or have been doing, is like I'll post like a video on Sunday and Monday, and then again on like Saturday or whatnot. But I do want to get it to where I post throughout the week, but I'll probably be recording and editing on the weekends, and then just set it to post on the weekdays. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. That's the goal. That's where I want to get, but we'll see. But yeah, so this is just us finish the boy room. I kind of envisioned him as like he like is like the outside guy. He likes to skateboard. He likes to be out, and just doing kind of like his stuff. And he's just kind of like the sporty boy. So yeah, his room is pretty easy to do pretty quick. And then now we're working on the office. I have wanted to use a fish tank, for like so long. But they're like really big. Like even like the smaller fish tank is, I mean, it's still like not the fact that it's like a 2x1 like furniture object, but like it itself looks like such a bulky object that it takes over whatever room it's in. So like this room is a pretty decent sized room, but having that fish tank in there makes it seem like it overtakes the entire room. And so I was trying to figure out a way that we could have it in there with it being the office, but I just didn't like how it was looking. It was just taking up literally so much space. And so I ended up taking it out and just kind of making like a sitting area. I don't think I left it in the hallway. Yeah, so I think I decided that I was going to try it in the hallway because I was like, I really want to use this fish tank. I just like need to figure out a way to input it. But then I kind of decided that I would put it in the hallway, and then I think I ended up not leaving it in the hallway. I'm pretty sure I ended up putting a bookcase there to kind of make just like another sitting area in the living room. I don't know if you could hear that, but my husband just burped really loudly. And in the background, that was great. We actually just had a really good day. Some of our family flew in from Ohio, and so we got to spend some time with them and go to brunch, and then they made dinner. And so we just got a really good family day, which was kind of a lot of fun because we don't really get to see them often. I mean, they don't live far away. They only live like 45 minutes away. But we actually don't get to see them that often because we're very busy. We have we are literally we don't have weekends free. We always have something going on. And so a lot of times, like when I want to record and stuff, it's usually at night. And so I'm always like super tired when I'm recording or doing something. But we're just always super busy, which is kind of funny. But this summer's coming up. I'm just going to have so much free time that I was like, I'm really passionate about The Sims and I really want to make videos for people to enjoy, especially for people who maybe have never seen The Sims or don't get to play because maybe they can't afford it. This is a way they might be able to enjoy it with me. And so for that reason, I wanted to make videos and whatnot. And because summer's coming up, I'm going to have like a ton of free time because as a teacher in the summer, you don't have anything to do. I mean, some teachers work and whatnot in the summer, but I won't be, except for I'll be tutoring my nephew on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is still like plenty of time to do other things. But yeah, so now we're just finishing up the hallway of that top floor. We kind of put like that sitting area in there with the bookcase, and we're just kind of trying to make it a little bit more homey and filled out. I think it's a really hard challenge for me to and then we changed out those pictures downstairs because it was the same one. It's really hard for me to make kind of like areas like this feel homey and whatnot. And so I just try to do different things every time I do it just to kind of mix up what I'm doing. But all in all, I think this build turned out really good. I'm actually really proud of it. But yeah, so if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more builds like this. Thank y'all. Bye.